Hello everybody, and welcome to Books. I know I didn't post last week, but nobody watches my videos anyway, and this is my channel, so I can do whatever I want. And, as you hopefully expected, this video is sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Today we will be talking about the Cosmere, which includes titles like Mistborn and this book, the first book in the Stormlight Archive called The Way of Kings. The Stormlight Archive is what I think as the backbone of the Cosmere, and the books that it puts out are likely the newest updates about what's happening in the Cosmere, and some more big picture stuff. But before we continue to talk about that, I want to also mention that there are numerous smaller books that do not refer to as much big picture Cosmere lore, but are definitely enjoyable, like Warbreaker and Elantris. Though these books do not contribute as much to the overall lore, they are still an important part of the net of titles that is the Cosmere. The Cosmere takes place on a galaxy of fantasy worlds. None with very advanced technology, so the void that separates them is, for the most part, completely impenetrable. However, these worlds are linked by a few key factors. One of these factors is the workings of magic powers. Whether it's the mist in Mistborn, Stormlight in Stormlight, or the mysterious breaths in Warbreaker, these different elements of power are all linked back to the same thing that works in relatively the same way, called Investor. There is a limited amount of Investor, but like matter, it can be neither created nor destroyed, and it manifests itself in many forms. For example, on Scadrial, the planet where the Mistborn series takes place, it would manifest itself in mists and magic metals. However, in the Stormlight series, it would manifest itself as Stormlight instead. Another interesting working of the Cosmere is that no matter what planet you are on, there are always several layers of dimensions, and these always work in relatively the same way. There is the human, first, most understandable dimension, where the stories predominantly take place, but there is also a place called Shadesmar, where everything is inverted. Water is land, and land is water. It is referred to as the mental dimension, or sometimes as the dream world. And it most heavily connects all of these series together. Brandon Sanderson, the author of all these books, has said that the Cosmere will evolve eventually into all-out crossovers, which I am very excited for. In the meantime, however, the series is evolving in forms of sequel series to the Mistborn, the Alloy of Law series, and newer books coming out every few years in the Stormlight series. The most recent one is The Rhythm of War, and I highly recommend it. However, be advised that the Stormlight and Cosmere overall series is gigantic, and it will be a large challenge to tackle it. And it can be tough to keep up with all the new titles that are expanding all of the different series. But it is worth it. Brandon Sanderson is a truly skilled and creative author, and I will be talking about the new Cosmere titles as they come out. That's it for today. Make sure to keep watching, subscribe, and drink that sweet, sweet Dr. Pepper.